Alamogordo Swim getting ready to get their season underway. It'll be the first of the winter sports to get started next weekend. Hobbs, I think, Friday, Saturday?
Yes, Hobbs.
Yeah. All right. The voice you hear right there is Coach Tiffany Miller, which, gosh, what year is it now?
Fourth year, yeah.
Yeah, the time flies, right?
It does.
Yeah. She's brought 4 of her swimmers here with her today. Coach, you want to introduce the group that you brought with you?
Sure. So we have 3 of our captains, Noah Carmody, one of our seniors, Cheyenne Cervantes, Emilia Solis, and Landon Artiaga.
All right. How's everybody doing today? Good?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Great.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Coach, brand new year. It's kind of the similar things. I will say there is kind of some positive things on the horizon about the natatorium that might get built here in Alamogordo. So maybe the trying to run around different practice facilities may be coming to an end for y'all.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Yeah, so we hope that happens. But another year, if you guys, I know Holloman Air Force Base lets you use their facilities,
Yes.
and when it's warm enough, you'll still use the facilities over at the rec center.
Yes.
So just we talk about it constantly of how much teamwork there is just in that, people getting rides, people finding ways to get out to the swim practices. It's a big group effort for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So we'll certainly look forward to that. What's been your thoughts on the team so far? what kind of work have you all been doing in the off season leading up to this first meet?
So I've had several kids training all summer, ready to go. We've had our preseason. We started about 5 weeks ago. So our first official day is November 4th, but pretty much the entire team has been training for the last 5 weeks, and we're ready to go. I mean, we timed relays the other day at practice. We're only a couple seconds off state already, so we're looking really strong this year.
In comparison to maybe other seasons, is that like a huge jump forward for y'all?
That is a huge jump. Normally it takes a couple months to really get our training down pat and making state times, but we should be making them pretty early on this year.
Okay. And that shows the improvement. I mean, we talk about you being with the program for 4 years, having the off season, having a coach that, and the kids being involved and wanting to be a part of that. They obviously deserve a lot of credit in that as well. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. And numbers wise, you feel like it's been a good number of kids that have been involved in the off season?
Yes, about a third of the team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of them are doing other sports, but they swim when they can. So.
Oh, okay. Very good. And so, I mean, between the boys and the girls team, you'll be up around 25, 30 this year?
Probably around 30. That's usually about where we stay.
Okay. Very good. Well, we'll see, obviously, how it's looking as things get started. We'll start off with one of your swimmers here, one of your seniors, Noah Carmody. And Noah, how about you? Off-season, have you been involved in the off-season workouts?
Oh, yeah, every single one. I believe it was early July, Coach. When did we start?
Yep, early July.
Early July, yeah, that was it. I forgot the exact date, but I have been swimming all summer, and I have seen a personal record before the season's even started. Mm-hmm. I dropped 0.3 of a second in the 50-yard freestyle in practice, and I'm hoping to perhaps make state this year on just specifically that race.
Yeah, the 50 free is one. There's such fine margins in that. If you're 2 or 3 tenths off, you're way back in the field, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, just a single stroke, single dive. It completely changes the outcome of the race, but I think the short distance is worth it, and I think it suits me. I do better in the 50 free compared to other races.
You like the sprint, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I love the sprint.
Yeah. And in terms of, being able to keep up with, aqua shocks and all the practices and things like that, do you find it to be a challenge, or has it just been kind of a, normal thing now that you guys have to be at many different pools to do your things?
It's slowly becoming normal. But it has been a huge challenge from the off season, and especially this season, where a fully loaded week amounts to about 7 practices. I don't know how many hours total, about nearly 4, somewhere over 10, but maybe 14?
14.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, about 14 hours a week, plus another hour each day that I spend on my own terms in the weight room to supplement my swim training. I've had a busy schedule, but I think it's going to do great things for me and the team.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll look forward to this season and see how it goes for you. At 50 free, is there any other event maybe you're trying to focus in on this year? Is that the big one for
50
you?
50 free and my relay team.
Yeah.
My 50 free relay team.
Okay, very good. So that would be the 200 free?
I'm referring to the 200 free relay, yes. Yeah. I always call it 50 because that's all I have to do.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has to do a 50 leg is what it is. Yeah, I got you. One length of the pool for everybody. All right, we'll move on to Cheyenne Cervantes. Hopefully I didn't mess that up too much.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was like, it got me tripped up there. Cheyenne, how about you? How's the summer been? And you've been able to do the off-season workouts? Or
I haven't been as committed as Noah. I started around August, so way later in the season, but I like to do the 200 free. I'm nowhere near a sprinter. I haven't been able to like improve my sprint as much as I would like to, but I have better endurance than sprint. So, and I try to make it to every practice, but I'm also busy. But I'm trying to commit to swim better because last year I wasn't in the game as much, but I'm hoping to be fully committed this year. So
other things at the high school or work or other things that you're invested in there? Or?
I'm getting a job as a lifeguard at the blind school.
Okay.
But other than that, I've been working with the Flickinger Center.
Okay.
But just really busy with because I also take dual credit college classes, so it's just a lot.
I would imagine, with most of the athletes out there, and I found with the swimmers over the years, you usually have a lot of the very high achieving students that are involved with the. So, Cheyenne, you're probably not alone in kids that are doing dual credit or doing AP courses and things like that, right?
Yeah.
So 200 free, do you have a time in your mind that you want to get to before the end of the season, or?
I believe my best time was like
2:35 or so.
Yeah. I know I can drop a lot more seconds in that because it's distance. I want to drop maybe 10 seconds. I can realistically see myself dropping like 7, but I'm going to try to push towards 10. I feel that if I get my stroke rate faster, I'll be good. But yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, move over to Emilia. How about you? What's the off season been like for you? Have you been busy with swim or busy with other things, or?
For the off season, I wasn't exactly training with the team because I actually worked as a lifeguard at the rec. So every time I'd have a break, I would try to do laps.
Okay, so you were able to do some, but
yes,
not just involved with the team as much as you want to.
Yeah.
Were you able to do the last 5 weeks though, getting ready for the season?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and where you seen? Is there a particular event that you're trying to focus on going into the year? Or?
I would have to say the 50 and the 100 free.
Okay. And what's the number? Do you have a number that you're hoping to hit before the end of the season, or?
For the 50, I'm hoping to get down around a 27 or 28.
27 or 28.
Yes.
Okay. Is that close to state qualifying marks, or?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. We'll see how that goes throughout the year. And what kind of things are you do you feel like you've had some improvement from last year? Do you feel like there's anything in particular that's you're more comfortable with going into the new season, or?
I do feel like there's some improvement. I feel the practices are about kind of like the difficult rate as they were at the end of last season. So I think that's good for us as we're already starting to get hard now.
Okay, very good. All right, Landon, how about you? What's the off-season been like as you head into it? Have you been able to work with the team? You've been doing things on your own, or?
I was doing the summer training with Noah, so I like to get a lot of work in with the team. I was training a lot, as well as the gym, and then working with my grandfather.
Okay. Grandfather, he as a swimmer himself, or
no?
We're just working.
Yeah, just working.
Okay.
Yeah, as a job.
Gotcha. Took me a second there. I was like, no. He meant he's actually doing a job, not swimming with his grandfather. Got it. Is there a particular event that you're looking to key in on this season, or?
The 100 fly. I feel like I could improve a lot on that one.
Yeah.
Drop a lot of time.
What is it about? We've had a bunch of freestyle swimmers so far that's their event. What is it about the fly that has got you that you chose that event? So
it's challenging.
Yeah.
So it's more rewarding to drop time on that.
Okay, very good. And what's the time that you're trying to hit this year in the fly?
I don't know my original time, but I'd like to drop at least 2-3 seconds.
Okay, very good. All right, Coach, we got 4 here. Obviously, we talked about there's 25 or 30 kids out there. Who else you think is going to have impact on the team this year, going to help the relays, and maybe have a chance to compete for state times in individual events?
Well, we have a very small field of boys this year. We only have 5 going to our first meet, but they're all very strong swimmers. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how much they improve in their relay. I fully expect all of them to make it. Chase, Landon, Noah, and Braylon. Those are our 4 main relayers. Girls wise, Eva, she's a really strong flyer. She loves fly. I fully expect her to make individual times in that. Rachel, of course, Noah's sister, she's a really strong swimmer as well. The girls relay will make state for sure. Okay. So, yeah, just we have a really hardworking group this year. We shifted a lot from last year. We lost quite a few seniors and lost a few to moves and stuff, military moves, of course. But we have a really strong field going into the season.
Okay, very good. And so 200 free is the relay you're talking about that they should qualify in?
The girls will qualify in the 200 medley and the 200 free relay.
Oh, okay, so both of those you
Yes.
expect to get qualified. And I'm just curious as a coach, I mean, I think most of the swimmers seem to be more confident with the freestyle in terms of getting them into breaststroke and backstroke and fly. Is it just, kind of having to push it, or, eventually they find that they like that stroke? As a coach, what do you see from the kids out there in terms of getting involved with the other strokes? I know breaststrokes tends to be the one that kids dislike the most, because there's a lot of technique to that, and if you don't do it right, you can get DQ'd, right?
Exactly. Yeah, breaststroke and butterfly are very technical, and they're all about the rhythm and timing. So if you can't get that right, it just, it's kind of a mess. Freestyle and backstroke, anybody can do, so it's the easiest to train. So that's usually where the most confidence comes from.
Yeah, backstroke, you don't have to worry about the breathing quite as much as you
exactly,
do with the other strokes as well. So that's something that, if you have never competed in the sport, it's hard to appreciate it. I think being able to be comfortable, get your breath and be able to, do everything, because you're thinking about so many different things when you're in the pool, right?
Yes, breathing is the first thing. Whenever I have a brand new swimmer, that is the first thing we solve before we work on anything else, because it's scary. There's most sports you can breathe as much as you want. Swimming, I yell at them all the time not to breathe. So it's different. It takes a lot of adjustment.
Yeah, the ability, like especially when you start off an event, and how much you can stay underwater and take advantage of that, sometimes a big thing as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so many things, and unfortunately, I mean, again, the bummer of it all for these kids is, people have to travel to watch you guys compete throughout the year. But hopefully they do, because I mean, you guys will you do an event in Cruces this year?
We will not do it.
Okay, so it's Hobbs, Carlsbad, Artesia.
Yeah, we have 3 Hobbs, 2 Albuquerque, a Carlsbad, and Artesia, so we'll be on the road a lot.
yeah. We know you're always on the road. That's unfortunately how it is. But in terms of people getting to go and watch you guys, Artesia is certainly not that far of a drive, and they've got a really nice natatorium over there.
Yes, they do. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so certainly we hope that people get out there. But I mean, just more importantly, to appreciate all the different things that these kids have to do to make it work. So
yes.
Yeah. Noah, you're our senior this year. Is swimming something you're hoping to continue after high school, or?
Absolutely. Whatever college I go to, I plan to continue swimming, and my ultimate career goal is to become a jet pilot in the military of some type, Air Force or Navy. I've applied to both of those academies, and if that doesn't work, I'm probably going to apply to ROTC in college, and if not, officer candidate school itself. And I think swimming is, honestly, it's going to translate really well to the physical fitness tests of those jobs, and also it's just a fairly niche sport that I love doing. Yeah. And that's kind of why I'm doing it.
What got you interested in wanting to be a fighter pilot? I mean, that's obviously a specific thing.
Oh, yeah, I see the planes up in the sky all the time, and then I used to live near a naval base, a naval air station in Fort Worth, and it has to be somebody up in those planes. Why not me?
That's a fair point. We going to see you out in any other sports after swimming, or just swimming?
Sports after swimming? I think just swimming and a lot of weightlifting to supplement it. But yeah, just primarily swimming first and foremost.
Okay, very good. All right, Cheyenne, how about you? Is sports something you're hoping to continue after high school, or are you mainly thinking about academics?
I'm mostly thinking about academics. I am nowhere near as physically fit as Noah. Swimming, I do for more of the social aspect. I've met all of my friends from swim, and I hope to stay friends with them for the rest of my life, because the experiences that we make on the team are amazing. And even though I'm not the fastest, I love swimming. Yeah. Sometimes. It depends on the workout.
When coach is making you breaststroke and fly, right?
Oh my gosh, I cannot do breaststroke for the life of me. I've been swimming for a decade, and I have not been able to do it. My ankles do not go out. It's crazy.
Again, something people don't think about, what your legs have to do on the breaststroke as well, right?
It's bad. Yeah. But I hope to be an animator when I graduate. I want to work with Disney in the college program, so I'm hoping that I can also use my job experience as a lifeguard. Now that I'm going to work at the blind school, it will translate to Disney, hopefully will. So
Okay. What got you interested in wanting to be an animator? Just, your love of movies and TV shows and all the animations that they do with that, or?
yeah, I was raised as a Disney kid. I just loved the old movies, like the old 2D animation. And I know they don't do that anymore, but I'm hoping that I can introduce it again because it's really fun. And I just want to be a part of like changing.
Yeah. So you already do drawing and stuff like that?
Yes.
Now? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been drawing forever.
Okay.
So I'm just hoping I can make a business out of that. So
absolutely, definitely worth having the dream, and hopefully that'll happen for you. All right, move over to Emilia. And how about you? Sports something you hoping to continue after high school, or are you just focusing on or enjoying it while you're doing it now?
I think for now I'm just enjoying it. I'd rather focus more on academics when I go to college.
Okay. And do you know what you want to do in terms of academics in college? Like what kind of job you're headed towards, or?
I think I want to study psychology and go into human intelligence.
Wow. Okay. So that's very specific. So you're like CIA kind of stuff you're thinking about? Okay. What made you want to get into that?
My stepdad actually worked with a whole bunch of those agencies, and he'd always tell me stories.
Okay. Very good. Well, we'll keep that on the down low, so you don't want to get anybody in trouble or anything like that. So, all right, that's definitely. I've actually heard a few CIA, FBI, kids come in here and say they want to do that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Do you have a college that you want to go to in particular that you're looking at?
I'm thinking maybe UT Austin.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Move over here to Landon. And how about you? Is swimming something you're hoping to continue after high school, or some other sports? Or
it'll definitely remain a special place in my heart, but I don't know if I can keep it as a career plan, especially for what I'm planning to do in the future.
Okay. What are you planning to do in the future?
I want to join the Marine Corps. Hopefully, move to the Navy SEALs as a future. You never know.
Okay. What got you interested in wanting to get in the Marines, get into the Navy SEALs?
Seems just something good that I can do with my life, make a difference. Travel around the world, see stuff.
Okay.
It's not a chance that many people can get to.
I would agree completely. Absolutely. Well, that's a fantastic goal to have for sure. Awesome. Coach, we talked a little bit about the schedule. Obviously, you get it's kind of a couple meets each month. So November, December, January before, state rolls around in February. As you hit the first meet, what particular things are you looking for out of? And the first one's a 2-day meet, right? Is that right? Or?
No, so it's 1 day, but we do have to go up the night before because it starts really early.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So you guys go to Hobbs, and what kind of things at day one, first meet that you're looking for from the kids? Because obviously it's a season-long grind to try to get to where you want to be, right?
Yeah. So low expectations the first meet. Really, it's nerve-wracking. You're racing by yourself in front of hundreds of people, and your adrenaline just takes over. So really just getting comfortable in the pool, doing their best, cheering each other on, very, very simple expectations for the first meet.
Okay. And so Hobbs, and then it's Carlsbad the second meet?
Hobbs, and then Albuquerque on the 17th. Yep.
So Albuquerque kind of early in the season.
It is. So we're going up there twice. I requested it. Normally we go to Lovington, but they're not hosting a meet this year. So I requested it twice just because they have such a fast pool. So it gives us another opportunity to make state times.
So and I'm just curious, when you talk about a fast pool, what is the difference between another pool, one pool being faster than the other pool? I'm just curious. I honestly don't know the answer to that.
So fast pools, the depth is made for racing, the temperature, it's just prime swimming in a fast pool. Slow pools, the walls are slippery, the water might be a little hot, so you can't swim as fast. It really makes a difference.
So the folks up at Canada know what they're doing in regards to setting up that pool.
Yeah, their pool is beautiful.
Yeah. I've been there and seen it, but it's one of those I'll stand and watch it and go, oh, sure, that pool's faster than the other pool. I have absolutely no idea what that is.
It is specifically built to be the fastest pool in the state, so we got up there twice this year, thankfully. Okay,
very good. That's an interesting note to know. Hopefully people will appreciate that. And I guess I'm kind of curious, Noah, do you notice that when you swim at Academy, you've had a chance to swim there, do you notice those kind of things out there?
Haven't swum there yet, actually. I didn't make state last year. I'm hoping to this year, and I believe states is at the Academy this year, right? Same place? Yeah. As far as the other pools go, I haven't really noticed what temperature and stuff have done to my swimming speed, so I think I just need to get better before I start blaming things like the pool on a loss or something. Gotcha. But yeah, I think Coach would know much more about the faster slow pool than me. For me, it just seems like something I just tell myself to try and go a little faster.
There you go. Awesome. Cheyenne, is something you've noticed in different pools that there's, the temperature or anything else has an impact on you?
I've definitely noticed Artesia I do way better in, and Artesia is like the Antarctic. It's so bad. It's so cold. And after you've like warmed up in the pool, then you get out, wait for your event, and then once you're back in there, it just hits you, and you're like, I need to get out as soon as possible, so I'm gonna go the fastest I can. And I think it's true. I think Coach is right, but I haven't ever gotten like a PR in the Albuquerque pool. I don't know why. I think it's so stressful because it's so big and it's so like nerve-wracking.
There's so many. Anytime they do a meetup there, almost everybody seems to show up. So it's such a big event, whether it's a regular season or a state event, right?
Yeah, and it's like 2 stories, so there's like people watching you from above and below somehow. It's just terrifying. So, yeah. But the colder the pool, the faster I go usually.
All right, very good. Emilia, have you found that there's in the different pools that you've gone to that you prefer one over the other, or like no big deal for you?
Yes, actually, I do prefer Hobbs and Albuquerque's pools compared to like Lovington and Carlsbad.
Okay. So is it the temperature? Is it the depth of the pool? Those things that you notice? Or?
I think the depth of the pool, yes, and the environment also.
Okay.
They're all different.
So you kind of thrive on a bunch of people being around. You kind of like that big environment.
I do like a lot of people around.
Okay. All right. Very good. Landon, how about you? Do you seem to notice that at all when you go to the events? Or?
Absolutely. The temperature, I feel, can easily make it between a fast or a slow day. I point this out to my friends during practice all the time. It's a fast day, it's a slow day. As for the depth, I feel like when Coach has us train in the deeper part of the pool, I get used to diving deeper and then timing my stroke to the depth where I'll resurface. And then when I get moved to the lower lanes, I will be mistiming my stroke. So absolutely, both of those factors can play into speed.
Interesting. All right. So do you have a favorite pool around the state that you've been to? Or
not one bit. I just like it cold.
Okay. Very good. I'm learning things. I appreciate that. All right. Well, again, best of luck this season. You all have 2 meets in November, then December, January, and as always, it's a very, very busy time for everybody involved with the swim program. Coach, appreciate the time as always.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Good luck this season, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.